Week 16 is here. Time to do my predictions. Starting with Thursday Night Football, we have the Broncos and Chargers, a game with a lot of playoff implications. Both of these teams I view at a very similar level. I don't think they're at the top tier of AFC teams, but they're right below that. I'm going to give the Chargers the slight edge in this game just because I think that their offense is going to do enough against the Broncos defense to get the job done, but it could easily go either way. Next, we have the Saturday games with the two teams that are going to be playing on Christmas, which is wild. The NFL is making them play so many games in 2 days. But in the Texans versus Chiefs game at 1, I just have to give it to the Chiefs. The Texans just have looked off really the whole year. I know their record is pretty good, but I really don't think they've performed anywhere near their potential. I know they've had a lot of injuries, but I still would have thought with the players they have had that they'd be better than this. And then with the Ravens versus Steelers. Last time the Steelers played my Ravens, I picked the Steelers to win that game because I simply just didn't believe the Ravens were going to be able to beat the Steelers, who they've struggled with so much. But with this game, I have a different view. I really think the Steelers have not played well recently. Yes, the Bengals game, the score looked great, but really it was their defense forcing turnovers more than it really was their offense playing well. And because of that, I really think the Ravens are going to win this game. It's going to be close. We all know that, so it could easily flip to any side of the field. But I'm going to lean towards Baltimore in this game. First start for Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons, and it's a great start for him with the New York Giants on their schedule. If I was the Falcons, this is exactly the game that I would put Penix in, give him a game where he could start flowing and pretty much dot up a weak Giants team. And I do think he will, so I'm going to give the Falcons the dub. Next, we have the Cardinals versus the Panthers. The Cardinals have really fallen off the last couple weeks, as I told you guys that they will. And the Panthers have had some good games, but overall still look pretty shaky. But to me, this just feels like a game that Kyler is going to go off, so give me the Cardinals. Next, we have the Lions versus the Bears. I do not see the Lions losing 2 games in a row. It was close last time they played the Bears, but I think they're going to do better this time. Give me Detroit. Who really cares about any of these AFC South games at this point? The Colts basically eliminated themselves by losing to the Broncos in a game where they were leading at a good point during the game. And I think all that negativity is going to get thrown in their face, so actually I'm going to give Tennessee the dub, even though they are the worst team. Give me the Rams over the Jets. They're a very motivated team. They basically have control of their destiny with the NFC West. But who knows, they could also just fall right back on their face. Might seem like an upset, but I'm actually going to take the Commanders over the Eagles. The Eagles have been the better team. That's a fact. And they beat the Commanders last time they played. But to me, in these divisional games, I don't see Philly beating Washington again. Especially with how well the Commanders have been playing recently and kind of flying under the radar, I see the Commanders beating the Eagles. But the Eagles are still going to win the East. Give me the Browns over the Bengals. The Browns have owned the Bengals for the longest time, and I do not expect that to change this week. Give me the Vikings over the Seahawks. I really think the Seahawks are frauds, especially defensively. Their defense is absolutely atrocious. I think Seattle will keep it interesting in the first half, but then the Vikings will just pull away. I'll take the Bills over the Patriots. Give me the Jags over the Raiders. Give me the 49ers over the Dolphins. Give me the Buccaneers over the Cowboys. And give me the Packers over the Saints. I sped by those because I don't think any of those games are interesting at all. And let me know what you think I got wrong in the